you react to. Let's watch. 2 people have put this up, so sure, fine. I'll look at it. Oh, gosh. You guys sure want to know about emus, apparently.
Australia lost a war to emus. But how? How the f did we lose an armed conflict with flightless birds? Well, it all started in 1932 when farmers in Western Australia wanted out. How the f did we lose an armed conflict with flightless birds? Well, it all started in 1932 when farmers in Western Australia wanted to grow wheat. There was just one major problem. That's emu territory, and emus really like wheat. And coming in at 6 foot tall and 40 kilos in weight, they can eat a lot of it. So when breeding season came around, the emus migrated through the farmland, and these poor farmers were overwhelmed by a tyrannid swarm of man-sized poultry, 20,000 emus strong. These feathered tanks then proceeded to completely steamroll through the fences into the fields and started laying waste to the wheat. The farmers attempted to fight back the initial wave with rifle fire.
Don't get between an animal and food. It's a losing battle. Wait, how is that one on top of the windmill? Hello?
But their efforts were, putting it lightly, completely useless. This ginormous L made the farmers pretty bloody angry, so they gathered together and went to the government to ask for help. Sir, 20,000 emus have hit the wheat fields. Fuck me, mate. And so the government declared the emus enemies of the state and sent in the army to commence the Great Emu War. The entire 7th Heavy Artillery Division was deployed to WA, armed with 2 LMGs, 10,000 rounds, and the sole objective to blast anything with feathers. A little bit excessive for an overgrown turkey, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And upon their first deployment, the army immediately ran into a major problem. Emus are fast.
I am speed.
I am speed.
Really fast, clocking a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, which meant that once they opened fire, the emus would immediately bolt out of range of their weapons. But they still took a crack at it, and then immediately stopped when both LMGs jammed after only dropping 12 emus. This embarrassment led the army to retreat and rethink their plan. So a few weeks later they returned, this time mounting the LMGs on trucks in an attempt to run the birds down. However, this also didn't work, because after figuring out that those trucks meant they were about to be turned into a KFC family bucket, the emus started leaving scout birds who would warn the flock of the approaching trucks, which gave them all enough time to book it before the army even got there. And whenever they did catch the emus, they found out they were kind of... Because emus are mostly feathers, and there's a lot of places you can hit on them without doing any damage, meaning it was taking around 10 bullets for every 1 bird. So after a month of blood, sweat, tears, and 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the army managed to bring down 960.
You didn't even kill 1%. Oh, no, wait. You didn't kill 10%? Yeah, they didn't even kill 10% of them. They killed less than 10% with an entire army. It's hilarious. Hi.
The population was 20,000. This was an issue as, unlike America, our defense budget is not a bottomless pit. So the army had wasted all that money to achieve absolutely fuck all. So the government just built a really long, really short fence around the farms and called it a day. How the fuck did we lose this?
That's hilarious. They had scout birds? That's insanity. That's like real intelligence right there. You know they were intelligent. What else we got? We got a lot of Warhammer in here. Let's watch this one. Since we're watching animal ones today.
Me.
I think there's a particular strain of it. It is like called the stonefish or something. I can't remember, but I feel like there was one that was in venomous. Do you have any more animal? We'll look at the MENACE seal.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
What?
Introducing our
The cops called on a freaking seal.
Protagonist Neil the Seal, a 600 kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society. But despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general, has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them.
Guys, it's Peter Griffin in real life. He's like, frick! He's like, this is my road.
However, hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car. She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story. Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause, but...
He's like, you in particular have to take a day off. It's like, you're taking a day off, lady.
The funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blubber and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude. This seal is...
What? He's... How old? A 5-year-old. That's gonna get 4 times bigger. Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. I would let that man go wherever he wanted. Right. We'll watch one more animal video.
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand
I'll have you know, platypus are one of my favorite animals.
just how...
I'm not scared of the 5-year-old. He comes in my way. I'm gonna freaking turn him into shish kebab. Okay?
How fucking weird. See, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomized.
That also, like, intrigues me. How do they sweat milk? Why do they sweat milk? Is it good milk? Questions I'd like answered.
You're on the spore creature creator and just
Yukin, that's your job now. You have to find out if it's good milk.
called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment.
I was about to say, wait, well, that's not bad then. I can pick one up and not have to worry too much, right? Several months of extreme pain and swelling. Cool.
Or anti-venom, so if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those...
The Supreme jacket. I still don't understand that joke, but okay.
things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow. If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus, man. I'll give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing? Platypus are weird.
I still think that's hilarious. Wait, there's a funny... I don't know if I can find it right now. I did my shorts.
Looks like a pathetic.
People are gonna be mad that I stopped that one. We haven't watched them yet. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, just a routine inspection. Just gotta look around a little bit. Same old here. And everything seems pretty typical.
What? Is there something on my face? Why am I blue? Does everyone glow blue? What does blue mean? What does blue mean?
Yeah, just a routine inspection. Just gotta look.
He's like, what does blue mean? Why am I glowing? Why am I glowing blue? Does everyone glow blue?
Look around a
Watch
little
it
bit.
again.
Same old here. And everything seems pretty typical.
What? Is there something on my face? Why am I blue?
Why am I blue?
Does everyone glow blue?
Does everyone glow blue? He's like,
What does blue mean?
what does blue mean? And then he looks at everything that was blue.
What does
What does blue mean?
blue mean?
So funny. Happy. All right.